So I'm coming out because I came out last year in December of the year as pansexual, and it has nothing to do with my transition. And I've been getting that question a lot too. Has my transition made me attractive to other genders? No, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. Since I was 17 years old, I knew that I liked it all genders. I just kept it to myself because I felt like if I was to come out back then, I felt like I would lose the amount of respect from people and lose the ability to have these friendships, be judged left and right, and be pushed away. So I kept it to myself, and I mean, it wasn't just something I was ready to disclosure to everyone, even problematic. I mean, so it kind of made me as a closed-minded person when I didn't expose the fact that I was into all genders, including men, female, and however you identify. Um, and a lot of as many times that people who do follow me was seeing a lot of me saying I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight. Being around of a heteronorming society as I was growing up in Jersey City, back then it wasn't so much LGBT like a foundation for us LGBT individuals, because it was so like derogative, like you was being targeted for who you are, like as I was growing up, I went to Jersey City schools, and it wasn't so much, you know, the discrimination was so when it came to the students and the people that I was surrounded by. So I mean, of course, now you have masculine females who are in their teens and are growing up as grown women. So that was just looking at how I grew up in schooling and everything. It was kind of iffy as I noticed that my sexuality was changing since in junior year, but I kept it to myself. I didn't really, but of course I was, focusing on my schoolwork and also trying to get ready for my transition. I didn't really start actually medically transitioning until the age of 18. So yeah, I just was identifying as straight because it was like, I want a girlfriend. I never had a girlfriend. I mean, have girlfriends before, but it was just that girls were just something that I've always dated and still will. But like I've noticed that I've also will look at men and other identities as an attraction as well. Would never use any other identity and men as an experiment, as much we have a lot of fetishizing going on, I believe, in our community. And I don't want to say it to be disrespectful or anything, but this is how I feel and this is what I'm saying. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you can click off this video, you know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about coming out in my room one time just before I started working. um, I'm just sitting in my room, and I'm just sitting in my room, and I'm just thinking. And this was in December of last year. And I remember because my friend had posted something, National Pansexual Pride Day, and I'm just like, what is that? And I'm just like, I knew what pansexual was already, um, and I was just like, it's really time for me to come out, because I know this was something that's been sitting on my chest for way too long, for years, and like I just really couldn't, like, as many new people try to get to know me and wanted to know me, they just was like, I was just pushing them away. Like as a person that's been, a male since 13, and I've been living as one since 13, would never put somebody in a closet, because I was so unsure if I should come out and walk and on the streets with someone who was born woman or was born man, and knowing that I was identifying as straight. But I mean, if I'm walking and holding hands with a man, that ain't being straight. That's just being gay up. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, people were noticing it. I couldn't tell, but majority of a lot of people who know me or follow me were noticing it. And I've been told to my face that you got some type of gayness in you or something like that. I don't kind of see it, but others do, and I really don't give a shit if y'all do. So I don't care. I honestly don't see it still. So, I mean, gay really don't have a look, and it don't have a look. To me, it don't have a look. I don't know about everybody else, but in my opinion, it don't have a look. So I'm just like, yo, this is really me. This was what I identify as since I was 17, but I wasn't out there like how everybody else is out there. I was in a closet with this dude, and yeah, so I shared it, and I shared it, and I said, I believe what I said was, if I could go on my Google Photos real quick, I said, love should not be based on looks. Love should be based on personalities, mentality, the vibe, the connection, not because of how somebody looks, you know what I'm saying? And it should not be based on gender. It should be based on the whole perspective of getting to know someone. You know, like building, you know. And I just said, you don't owe nobody an explanation, and you don't owe nobody an explanation of who you love and what gender. And that was another way of me coming out. And I had shared, I guess her post was Happy National Pansexual Day. And I shared it. And that was another way of me coming out. Everybody's coming out is different, but that was me. I came out on social media. And I love anyone. I'm attracted to any gender. Doesn't really matter. Love is love. And if nobody likes what you like, and nobody likes who you date, and can't respect that, then they not your friend, and they was never meant to be in your circle. So this is. Before I end the video, pansexual means is a sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people regardless of their sex and gender identity. Pansexual people may refer themselves as gender blind, asserting that gender and sex are not determined factors in romantic or sexual attraction to others. So I pretty much don't have a preference on who I date, whether if it's a male, female, or someone who is out of those genders, which can be non-binary, agender, cisgender, intersex, trans people. So yes, and that's what pansexual means. If anyone that does not know, so yeah, I really do appreciate the love and support that I get on this page. You can, yeah, that's your boy Sad, and I'm out, y'all.